Hey guys, what is up? It is Bibs87 here again, and welcome to another RuneScape 3 vlog here. Going to be talking about the unfinished business update, which did come out pretty much 3 days ago. So that is I am a little bit late on this, but I have since Thursday been not at home. I was up at my partner's house for the last time before we have to be apart for 3 months when I move for my job. And yeah, so I wanted to spend some time up there. Also went to go see my favorite band in concert, which was pretty sweet. All Time Low. That was a really sick concert, and really enjoyed that. So that's why I've been away for a few days, and I've missed a decent bit of things, including this unfinished business update, the month ahead for August, and then there was this today's update, which was the beach, which I will talk about in a separate video. I am going to make probably like 3 videos today, one for this, one for the month ahead, and then one for that. Oh, and I guess there's also new polls that I could talk about as well, so I should also talk about those. But yeah, regardless of that, I did want to talk about the unfinished business update, which they did change. They did do quite a long news post regarding all of the updates that they were talking about in the first video that they made about the unfinished business stuff. So that's good to see that they did follow through at least and give us a full update. And I guess something they're working on a lot is the mining and smithing rework, which is something I really want to kind of avoid having to deal with too much. I kind of want to get myself 99 mining and 99 smithing before the rework fully comes through, because I don't want to have to do an active form of mining or something, or an active smithing. I'd rather just get that. I wouldn't mind getting them to 99 with the training methods I have currently available. So those might be two of the skills I go for, either right now or maybe next after agility. I don't know. It's just I don't want to have to deal with the changes too much in terms of my training, which is, I guess, not a very good thing in terms of how I view the update. I'm afraid it's going to be bad rather than hoping it's going to be good. But that's really the reputation Jagex has built up over this past year, so I really can't I don't really want to take any chances and just get it out of the way as soon as possible. So yeah, but there's a lot of things that they listed about this. They made a little list of priorities in terms of what they're going to be focusing on as the main the focal points of the rework. And the number one, which I thought was quite interesting, it says, I want smithing to be able to make useful combat armor. So as far as most combat armors go, you don't really need smithing to make them, and even if you do, you can buy almost all of them on the GE without the smithing requirement. Most notably is Malevolent, which is the best armor for melee, pretty much. I think there's pretty much no question about that. Even it's pretty much just better than Torva to use, because it's so cheap, because Barrow's Rise of the Six is such a fast boss fight, and a lot of people do it, so it drives the prices down a lot. So that's going to be interesting to see how they implement having mining and smithing make combat armor. Are they actually going to make untradeable armors like overloads and stuff? That would be really a massive change to the game. So I really don't know how they would implement that. And then the second thing would be, I want mining and smithing to be profitable skills at high level. And honestly, smithing being profitable isn't really the most realistic thing in the world. I think it is already profitable, even with doing rune or something, which is in itself quite surprising. But I mean, you got to think it's a production skill, and actually every single production skill isn't very profitable as far as I know myself. I mean, crafting, how do you really make money with crafting? I have no idea. Fletching, I guess, but I mean, maybe if they made it so that you get terrible XP, but you can make some profit, I guess fletching would fall under that. But then herblore, you lose crap tons of money. Invention, I guess, I mean, you could say that, but in general in the game, the production skills aren't profitable, so I don't really know how they're going to swing that. But apparently these are the priorities for them based on the polls that or the survey, how people ranked what they wanted. And then so number 3 was I want smithing to bring an untradeable combat benefit for high levels like overloads. As far as that goes, like I would like to see maybe just like you could make like smith like an augmentation or like an add-on to the armor that would give you like a slight advantage. Not something like completely game-changing like full armor sets that are just completely only makeable if you have a high smithing level. That would just be too much, honestly. And then number 4 was I want the mining skill to be the best way to get ore, and that is definitely going to be interesting to see how they go about working that in, because really the main problem with that is the mining and smithing skills themselves aren't the problem when it comes to not being the best for ore. It's just because PVM gives you so much ore to begin with, so it's like, why on earth would you ever like just mine for your ore if you can get so much of it from PVM? It doesn't make sense. So they either need to rework the drop tables or just make it so you get ore way faster for some reason, and I don't know how they're going to do that, so that's going to be interesting. And I've never actually won this one because I always get screwed over, but let's see if we can manage to get a win on this. I'm probably going to lose this one. Watch, it's going to be a 2, I'll tell you right now, and I'm going to lose. Oh my god, what the fuck, dude? I'm literally a wizard. I should have hit the lower button and that would have been insane. Whatever. That minigame is stupid. But yeah, and then the rest I want the practice of training, mining, and smithing to feel more streamlined and reactive. I don't really know, like, whatever with that. I really couldn't care less. I'm fine with AFKing. I want the level requirements of mining and smithing ores to be reduced to the level they are required for combat. Runite can be smithed at 50. I mean, it makes sense to lower it. I don't know if to lower it all the way to 50. That seems like a bit of a bit too drastic, honestly, but I don't know. I mean, I guess that's number 6 on the list, so people didn't really want that. I think they should definitely lower it, but maybe not all the way to 50, because I mean, it's 85 mining to mine runite at the moment, plus I mean, how much is it to smith it? I mean, it's like 99 for a room plate body, which is obviously too high, but it shouldn't be like 50 at all, because I mean, unless they change the alk prices, like that's just going to be ridiculous if you can get it at such a low level. Number 7, I want mining and smithing to be more fun and sociable. Who the hell cares about that? And the last one on the list, like the one people want the least, I guess, is I want Artisan's Workshop to remain a good training method after smithing rework, which kind of worries me because I spent so much money on ores for the Artisan's Workshop, so I probably should definitely go use those before the rework comes out. But yeah, that's basically the tiers the order of priorities they have, and yeah, they're basically reviewing the results of the survey and are going to go from there for mining smithing, which sounds good. The clue scroll overhaul, which is my number 1 most wanted update, and I really am like hoping this comes out wicked soon. They are currently in an R&D phase, which I honestly don't know what R&D even is, but they're thinking of new exciting reward ideas and prototyping a new cosmetic reward called Footprints, which sounds pretty cool. Apparently it was mentioned at last year's RuneFest, but you obviously will just leave footprints as you walk around, I guess, and that'd be a cool thing to have from treasure trails. I think that'd definitely be a nice little thing. And there's also this link here, treasure trail pet hates. I don't know what that means, but yeah, they have like a forum thread about things to do with the treasure trail update, and I'm definitely looking forward to that. The thread doesn't seem super extensive, but I mean they have gotten some more feedback from the community basing on that, and they said they'll have some more options for us very soon, and to look out for an in-game poll regarding the clue scroll rework. So I'm really looking forward to that poll. It's going to get me even more hype for the rework because it's going to show us what they're potentially is going to be expecting from it. So I'm really looking forward to that poll, but really not too much in terms of content in this section. Invention Batch 2 was going to be part of the next expansion, which obviously has been canceled due to this new format they're going for of unfinished business, and they apparently had already done some work on it, so they are going to be able to bring it to us pretty soon, but they are working to fix some big issues with the skill, and it says they're going to be posting a dev diary video with an update on all the changes they're making based on our feedback within the next 2 weeks. So I guess that we'll have a lot more information regarding Invention Batch 2. I'm looking forward to it. My invention isn't super high, 86, but apparently they're like removing inspiration and making some quite large changes to the skill, as well as adding new gizmos, or maybe not gizmos, adding new devices and new things to make. So that's going to be really cool. Hopefully those things end up being useful. Next up, the achievement system. They are quite close apparently to implementing a reworked UI, because honestly the UI was quite poor when they released the new system, and I'm looking forward to what they end up changing with it. And they're also adding some broadcasts to the system, as well as comparing with other people what achievements they have and you have, which is nice. Apparently there's going to be more info in that on the month ahead video, which I have not watched yet, but I will be making a video on that after I watch it, so we'll see what ends up being in the details for that. The bank rework was apparently one of the most popular options in the survey, which honestly, I don't have a huge problem with the bank system in the game. The only real thing I would like to see is placeholders. I don't really see the need for much more expansion on the bank besides that, but obviously people really want it for some reason. I mean, banking is integral to the game, obviously, but I just don't see a massive issue with the current bank system besides the lack of placeholders. That's just me. I'm interested to see what they end up changing. Obviously, it's going to be a big update for them, because a lot of people are hankering for it, and it is very important to the core of the game, you know, your banking time. So yeah, they basically haven't done they don't have too much of an update on it. They are trying to work out the beginnings of it, I guess. They haven't really done much, and they are apparently just continuing with it as a high priority, although there's basically nothing really in this little news post about it. As far as the reduction of dailyscape goes, including challenges and stuff like that, they are putting together design options apparently, and they're going to start considering which one is going to be the best path to take. They have not begun development on it, but they are going to soon. I would like to see some in-game polls on this, although I haven't looked at the current polls, but maybe there's something on there in them. But that's a huge deal for changing the way the game works. So I would like to see some in-game polls regarding dailyscape stuff. Oh god, Terrorbird racing is happening again. Isn't that like really good agility experience? I'm gonna have to look that up, see what the dealio is. But the Evil Dave quest, which I honestly don't give a crap about for at all. It sounds kind of stupid. I've never really liked Evil Dave, but apparently it's on its way, and the quest is playable from start to finish, which is quite a good sign. I mean, it's probably going to come out pretty dang soon. We'll just have to wait and see on that. Not too much info about that either. As far as graphical reworks go, they are working on Sears Village and Camelot, which are nice to see because they just recently did Catherby, and it would nice to bring it in line. Also, the Witch's House, which kind of looks out of place in Taverley at this point. It's nice to see that they're reworking that, just making it up to date with everything else. And yeah, they're not a huge priority, but they are still working on them slightly, and it'll be nice to see what they look like when they do end up coming out. The combat skilling pets are in quite fast development. Obviously, they have been completed in their voting, and it is, they basically have all the concepts, and they are bringing them into to the team, and they show some pictures here of what they're going to be looking like when they come out. They show the attack and defense one, so that's cool. Those those shouldn't be too much longer on the release on those. I wouldn't be surprised if it is in the month ahead, or if not, then almost definitely it will come out in September. And lastly on this list is Shattered Worlds, and obviously I really want them to update that because the minigame sucks right now, and apparently it's going to be after Invention Batch 2. Like, the team that's working on Invention Batch 2 will be moving on to work on the Shattered Worlds update after that. So we've got a bit of a ways off on Shattered Worlds updates, but hopefully the invention doesn't take too long because it seems to be nearly done. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to them updating that because it was pretty fun at first. Then it just got really stale and repetitive, and it's just too much of a grind to end up getting the rewards. But yeah, that's basically it for the unfinished business update they did post a couple of days ago. Again, apologies for my lack of videos recently, and it's going to continue slightly. I mean, I'm going to make a video on the month ahead as well as today's update, but I am actually flying down to look at apartments, and I'm going to be moving down quite soon, which is going to really hamper my ability to play and make videos. So hope you guys can understand. Once again, I am in a bit of a transitional period, and I will try to keep you posted as much as I can. But yeah, other than that, you guys let me know what you think about the unfinished business update they posted. Are you excited for any of these updates in particular, and what are you most looking forward to? I am obviously most looking forward to the Clue Scroll rework. Really can't wait to see that come out. But yeah, other than that, you guys, I'll see you in the next video, which should be out later today, regarding the month ahead video. Peace.